Americashomeforpositive.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Experience Pros, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. This is America's home for positive business talk. How would you like to build a massive following?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
It's one of the hallmarks of micro-influencers. Actually, massive is a relative term. However, if you have 300 people following you and then you grow to an additional 1,000, now you have 13. That's a massive increase.
That is and so more
Yes.
is what we're looking for.
Right.
As we're competing in the marketplace and everything is done social, everything is done on our phones. People are using their scroll time, right? Their downtime when they're sitting around waiting for something. There's a lull in a conversation. There's a lull at work. And we're scrolling. We're just kind of flipping our finger through, like we're scrolling whichever way you scroll, up or down, right?
Sure.
And so when brands are looking for, where to invest their marketing dollars, one of the things they are looking at is micro influencers.
Indeed.
Because your ability to move your audience to action is impressive. Because when you say you like something, when you recommend something, when you're doing something, even though it's not millions of people following you, it's a tighter group of people, they want to do it too.
That's right.
And so you have this incredible influence over your audience, over your followers. We've been talking about your sphere of influence for years, ever since we wrote the book, Lists That Saved My Business.
Yep.
We called it your Frank Circle, right? Friends and relatives, associates, network consumers, all of that are following you, that you have an influence on. And so we can take that level of influence and 10x it, really kind of we'll throw the Grant Cardone equation into it. If what you are doing right now, if you were to just triple your activity in that,
right,
you think, okay, well then that would triple my followers and that would triple my revenue.
It's not true. It will actually 10x it because you'll see a Me Too, and not the hashtag Me Too, but a jump on of other people who are associated and interested in becoming known, liked, and trusted with you. Angel, even as we're talking about this, I cannot help but think of the activities of what's going on right now here in the studio as we're talking about this, building your brand and getting a massive following. My phone has been buzzing about once a minute, sometimes a little even more than once a minute. And it's Twitter. And it's the people who are signing on to follow us on Twitter. Almost 12,000 of them. And you asked me, does that ever drive you nuts?
Right. Because it makes it dings. It
buzzes,
makes a buzz, and it's buzzing constantly. And so after, I can hear it in his office when we're at the office, because his office is across the hall from mine. And I can kind of hear it, but I probably miss most of it because I'm kind of doing my own thing. But it's sitting right here next to us, in between us here in the studio. And it's just constantly dinging. And if it's all Twitter, and so much of it is Twitter,
yeah,
I would turn that thing off like in a heartbeat. But that's me.
Well, here's the reason that I don't turn it off, is because I am doing what we are talking about. I tripled our activity on Twitter. And because I tripled our activity, now almost once a minute, we're getting new followers on Twitter.
Right.
And that's exciting to me, because I want to see, far be it from us to try to teach you something that we have not investigated and even tried ourselves. And we lead by example here at Experience Pros.
Well, and I don't dismiss that. It's just the constant interruption that I'm trying to work here.
How would you like to 10x your followers? If you'd like to do that, one thing you can do is triple your activity.
Triple your activity. We want to make sure that you network with other influencers.
Yes.
So in order to get noticed, it's networking. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Your network is your net worth. on entrepreneur.com, they actually recommend that you pick 3 to 5 influencers each week and you engage with them in their comments or in their content. Write comments, engage in their community. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. How often are you just the lurky-loo in your social media and your scroll time? You're seeing it, you're seeing it, you're seeing it, you're seeing it. Stop. Quantity is not helping you in this space. You got to slow down and engage and interact. Now, you don't always have to have something really witty to say. Even a Bitmoji or some little emojis, a GIF, a picture, something like that gets you noticed and lets them know, one, you're following them, you're engaged with them, and the other people that are following and kind of lurky-loos see your name, see your brand in all those same spaces. And so everywhere they go, you go too. But you've got to engage, you've got to interact. When we are invisible on social media, that does not serve your brand, that's not building up your micro-influencer status. So every time you do that, you put yourself and your profile on the radar of not only the influencer, but also of their followers as well. And that visibility helps you land a bigger following and becoming that influencer yourself.
Absolutely.
Now you take that and now, so you have followers or so people you're following and you're seeing these people all over the place, but we have to take it, kind of have to take it off of their page and bring it onto yours.
Okay.
Because you don't want to start marketing and pitching who you are and what you're doing on somebody else's post.
No, all roads should lead back to you and where you are comfortable and building a brand, right? That's typically your website.
And so send people, connect with them in a private message, connect with them privately, send them a friend request, follow them on LinkedIn, follow them on Instagram, and send them a private message. I see you everywhere. I see we're interested in the same things. Would love to be connected with you. So now you've seen them. Now you've met them. Now connect with them. Once you've connected with them, now you can invite them to follow you.
Absolutely.
But you don't do that on somebody else's wall.
Never. That's bad form.
Right? Videos. Key, right? Key to growing your brand. But not just you posting your own videos, but doing collaborative videos, swapping with other people, speaking on other people's stages.
Yep.
I mean, we've got our own audience. You already have that. So now let's connect with somebody else and say, let's video swap, and I'll do a video for you. You do a video for me, and we'll bring our audiences together. You
will see massive results if you be consistent in your process of whatever it is you decide to jump into. Be consistent. All right. Wow. Time flies. We're going to come back tomorrow. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in to the Experience Pros Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web